Top story, we're learning new details this morning about the horror house party in Brisbane. A 15-year-old boy has been charged for the murder of Universal Store co-founder Greg Josephson.
And for more, we are joined by former Queensland Police Detective Terry Goldsworthy. Good morning to you, Terry. Right, we're starting to get more details on the timeline of events here. Look, the young boy in question, he was charged pretty quickly. How unusual is this?
Yeah, good morning. Look, it's not that unusual. I mean, in a case like this, where it appears the alleged offender is known to the victim, you can usually have a fairly quick clear-up. So that was the case here. I mean, I note the police said it was very chaotic when they arrived there, and that would be due to the fact there was a large number of youths there, etc. They're all going to have to be questioned in detail as witnesses possibly to the matter. But certainly the investigation's ongoing and will be for some weeks, I suspect, to see what happened. But, you know, the fact there was an arrest made within 24 hours in a matter like this is probably something that you wouldn't be that surprised by, given the fact there's obviously a relationship there because the charge is murder in a domestic violence setting. So for that to occur, there must be a domestic violence relationship as described under the Act, so obviously known to each other.
Terry, the timeline we do know from police is that they believe the death occurred around 4 p.m. The party then occurred between 4 and 8 p.m. And we're talking about 30 or so teenagers who were invited to this house via social media. They didn't know, allegedly, what had happened upstairs. What is the impact on those teenagers?
Yeah, look, I mean, I think it'll be a fairly traumatic impact. I mean, even though they may not have witnessed the deceased, etc., you do have the issue that they're involved in a homicide, and those events are fairly rare. Not many of us are exposed to those, and they are traumatic events. So there is, you know, there is government services available for witnesses to crimes to access, etc., and I'm sure the police, after interviewing or prior to interviewing the people, would have pointed them in the direction of those services to ensure that they were all coping with what was going on. And I note that the schools that these children came from, etc., have also provided some of those services. So I'll be confident they're in good hands. Fortunately, they didn't see directly what had occurred or anything like that, which I suspect would have been much more traumatic. But nonetheless, it's still an incident that they probably won't forget any time soon.
And the team will face court again in September. Terry, thank you for your time. He'll be the first or one of the first tried for murder under the government's adult crime laws. Thank you.
Thanks, Terry.